Hey, and welcome. EUC Learn Along. Yeah, you're seeing all kinds of stuff pop up on the right. We got our indicator that we set up a while back. Got NVIDIA going. Well, what's going on today? Well, what did we do? What did we do last one? Uh, last couple videos we did load balancing for StoreFront, set up service groups, added the monitor for StoreFront. Unified Gateway. We set that up. Yeah. All right, I deleted some of them and I removed this one because again, you can set these up fairly quickly. So I've been playing around doing some other stuff, trying to get ready for other things I want to look at and maybe do. But what are we looking at today? Well, in our environment, we're not secure. Yep, no certificates. Do not pass go. Well, we want to fix that. So when we start setting up these lab environments, even enterprise, you want to do it the right way, of course, which we haven't been doing, but now that we're learning these things, we can set it up every time. Again, we're going on a journey. All right, so we can easily set up a Citrix environment. Right now, our components are all on the server. That's going to be a no-no, but again, we're kind of constrained by resources. I don't want to spin up all those servers. That's a lot to manage for just having some fun. But anyhow, we got our ADC number 2 shut off. Number 1 is only licensed. Again, we set these up for HA pair. So let's get secure. All right, let's do it the easy way first. All right, so if you got a NetScaler appliance, it makes it real easy. It sure does. All right, so what do we need to do? All right, well, the meat and potatoes are already here. We got our servers. You know, if you got additional servers, go ahead and add them. All right, don't need to do anything with that. We've already got a monitor going for here. I think I already did this. It seems like I'm repeating myself. Yeah. But anyhow, we know how to do these basic components. All right, so our goal is I want to be able to stand up this environment. Again, it's real easy. I haven't made any changes. And I'm going to let the NetScaler, the ADC, do all the heavy lifting. All right? So what do we need to do? Well, I need to copy and paste. And we need to create another virtual server. Oop, can't spell. All right, and we are going to use a certificate. All right, 192.168.35.210. More. And we want to redirect. HTTPS question mark, haha, storefront EUC learn along local. Looks good to me. All right, look at that. Of course it exists. Well, let's fix that. All right, we're moving on up in the world. All right, 92.168. Oh man, what are we doing? 35.210. All right, look at that, getting some repetition. StoreFront, and we got that DNS entry. Pointed to our virtual IP address. All right, so we're going to reuse what we already have. All right, you can have independent services or you can have service group, but we're going to use what we got. All right, continue. All right, so we're going to add a server certificate. We got that wildcard cert. Getting tongue-tied. All right, I've cleaned up our certificates. I had some stuff in here, but there we go. Yes. And we'll do source IP again. Done. All green. Looking good. All right, so let's go back here. Okay, we'll do a private window. All right, so if I just type in StoreFront, look at that. Got our wildcard cert. Not sure what's going on with there. Local. Citrix /store web. So we leveraged what we already had, and within a few seconds, we're secure. We'll just wait for it to log in. Yep. Oh, you need a domain name. I need to fix that. And there we go. And I did change it back to the new UI. All right, permit that use. And we're good to go. Yeah, 5 times 5 is 25. Oops. Look at that. Simple. All right, now if you don't have one of these appliances, cough all up in your ear. You can scroll up. Securing your StoreFront server. All right, you can create, import a certificate. Well, we already created one. We don't need to go through that again. There's several ways you can create and request a certificate. We're going to use the one we already have. Hopefully your CA person can get you a cert. If you're doing everything, then good luck to you. All right, so we've already seen all this. All right, and this is where you start getting into IIS. Do we want to get into this? Here, we'll look at it. That way we can see both ways. All right, so luckily, and again, we have made no changes. We just added that cert. I didn't have to do anything in here. All right. So what they want us to do is we already created the cert. It has been imported, or I take that back. We're about to import it. All right, server certificates. We already have one in here from Citrix. Again, there's a bunch of components that are on the server. Web Studio, Director. You can see it. Yep, SPA. We're doing some stuff. All right, so we need to import. Please sign in for me. There we go. I didn't feel like typing in credentials. All right, so I do got one for StoreFront. I created one on my own, make it a little bit different, but this is a new cert. All right, web hosting, personal, more than likely web hosting. Password, that's what I forgot. All right, so we imported our cert. What else do we need to do? Well, let's go back. We need to mess with these bindings. All right, let's add one. They want to disable TLS. We'll select our certificate. HTTPS was on here. I removed it, and it was set to use the certificate for I think Studio, but again, just for showing this off because I did break that, removing that. And we got that. Close. All right, let's do that on server over here. All right, again, you import. Box. Get your cert ready. Again, I got 2 just so we can see the difference. All right, go to default. I'm going to mess with the bindings. I'm going to add. And what else? All right, they want us to remove that. We'll leave it alone. All right, they want us to change our base URL. I think I got that pulled up here. Change base URL. Let's add that extra security by adding an S. Bam! Look at that. Propagate changes. And there's one more step. HSTS. HTTP strict transport security. All right, so we're going to enable. I'm going to set it for a year. And we're going to redirect to HTTPS. Are we going to do that? Yeah, we're going to do that. All right, so again on the action page, enable. I've already typed this in. I'd like to do other stuff in my free time. But you set the number, whatever your max age is going to be. Check that. Good to go. All right, same thing over here. Set your age, check that. Good to go. And I think that's in the article. All right. So there's a note that affects all websites on the same domain. Yep. So again, I got a bunch of stuff on these servers. You need to separate it out. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Here, we got another way to check it. Let's go to the server itself. It's not secure, but it's using our cert that we want it to use. And the reason it's not secure is the way we have it set up. Do we want to fix that so that we can see it? Yeah, let's log in. All right, let's go ahead and fix it. All right, so we're not going to remove that stuff off the NetScaler. Let's get this going, and then we'll call it a day. All right, so let's create a cert again. Probably easier ways of doing this. Request a new cert. We'll do a custom request again. We'll call this StoreFront 2. What am I doing? CN. I got that. Cut my copy and paste. StoreFront.ec learn along dot. Local. We'll add all this in there. We'll do DNS 1, 2. Add set it up just like the other key. Server certificate. Key options. I think this is how we set up the other one. Next. StoreFront 2. I'm going to save that. Finish. All right. We're going a little bit further than what we wanted to, but no big deal. All right. Localhost. There we go. All right, we got that. Web server. Download the cert. Uh, 233. Let's go back here. Import. Yes. Browse. 233. Next. Sure enough, All right, that is the one we created. All right, let's export. Yes. StoreFront 2. Let's grab that. All right, where did I download that? Let's go to box, storage, search, StoreFront 2. Did I grab the wrong one? I think I did. I sure did. Oh, man. All right, so we got to import this one. Search StoreFront 2. All right, let's go over here. Oh, man, I'm getting kind of tired. I don't want to do this no more. Import. Box. Get my cert number 2. Oh, okay. Almost done. But you saw how quick and easy it was doing it through ADC. Bindings. All right. Let's close that. Let's try it again. I already forgot what we're doing. I'm lost. There we go. Yep. So that's the one we created. Again, we got our load balancer and ADC in the way, so we're going to the server directly. I think it's going to fail. No biggie. All right, so to fix that, let's go back to StoreFront. Let's go to manage this, edit, HTTPS. Okay. Propagate changes. Was that the fix? Here, we'll find out. I think I need to change a setting in. Where is it? Receiver for web. Oops. This way is a lot more involved. For sure. Alright, back to sign in. Thank you. Citrix. Store web. Yep. Alright, let's fix that. Forgot about this. On, apply, close. Oh, my back. I got some cleaning to do outside today. Knock this out and get that done too. All right, let's go back to our server. Back to sign in. Store web. There we go. Now we got a login page. Need to put in the domain. And there we go. We got our calculator. Well, I don't have this fully set up. We need to detect the workspace. Account settings. It's hosed up on me. Alright, already installed. There you go, downloaded your file and launching. Permit use. And there we have it. Kinda. So I'm going to revert these changes, but we just wanted to see the way the internal piece kind of works. Now we got to revert all that. And we're just going to leverage StoreFront, which is not working because pretty sure it's all down. Refresh. Yep. Ooh, my back. My back. Correctamundo. Alright, so let's revert our changes and call it a day. How's that sound? Because we're going to leverage the ADC. But you got to see the other way in case you ain't got one. Alright, so let's reverse our steps. Yep, remove that S. You probably didn't need to change that, but I wasn't thinking. And hit OK. Nope. We're not using these anymore. Receiver for web. Advanced settings, loop back. Any other changes that we made on here? Here, we'll propagate settings here in a second. Alright, so let's go back to here. I'm going to remove you. We're going to edit our bindings. Again, we did not remove from that article like they said. We left it alone because I'm going back. Yep. Close. That's turned off. That's removed. I'm going to go ahead and clean up these certs. Remove. Yes. Remove. Yes. Yep. I'll set that up later. Bindings. Move. Close. Let's remove these certs. And propagate. don't know why we do that. All right, so if we go back, based on what we had, so should redirect us to HTTP. Citrix Store Web. And then we got our wildcard cert. Man, we doing big things. Back to square one. The initial thing we set up within 5 minutes. Or less than 5 minutes. But this will be the way that we go forward. Probably... Yep. Probably need to restart these servers. You gonna work now? Web servers, fun. Yep, there we go. I need to get rid of that. Enumerate. All right, so we're back to square one. Awesome. All right, so when we build our labs, we will build it in a secure fashion, and we will use our ADC to do that. I need to license this one too. We'll get there. All right, but that's cool. So now that we have a secure environment, I think they call this being secure, we can start looking at other things. So kind of want to dig into SPA and a few other things. So this kind of gets us there. So anyhow, it's been fun. This was a long video, especially for doing the cert for our component servers for StoreFront. But we're going to do it the simple way from now on. Anyhow, I hope you learned something.